Good morning. So, I come early this morning because I want to share with you how things evolved since yesterday. If you saw the video yesterday, um, I slept very, very well. I just did my inhalation, so I'm a little bit red, and I put a mask. I take advantage of the steam to put a small mask, and this morning I put a mask of Audacité, that is really a good brand, organic. So yesterday, as I told you, I had these symptoms, and I wake up with the information I had to take oregano oil. So I took this, and this is very potent. One drop is really strong. So yesterday I took this 3 times. I took 3 drops in a little bit of honey or in that. So I have this royal jelly. So you can take a little bit of that and put the drop in. And what I do twice a day, I take that. I'm going to do 3 times a day. The protocol with propolis, like 10-15 drops, with the royal jelly, because propolis alone, it's also very hard to have. And I put 1 drop of that. So I have 3 drops, 3 product, the royal jelly, the oregano oil, and the propolis that I take together. And when I have this in a spoon, I let this in my mouth, like maybe minimum 30 seconds. And I try to keep it as long as possible before swallowing. So this 3 times a day, but this is my protocol. In fact, it's something that I do when I have a cold or if I have the flu. I'm going to show you exactly what I take when I have the flu. Apart ginger tea that I make myself, with the boiling ginger with lemon, and that I drink all day, and soup. Yesterday I had this strong desire to have a green soup, so I did this soup with a garlic, ginger, quite spicy, and a lot of fresh herbs with all greens, vegetables, and it's absolutely delicious. And when I am like that with a cold or something is what I crave to have. Apart the bone broth that I make, but I decided I had bone broth last week, I'm gonna have a break and do it end of the week for the next week. And yesterday also I took something that I rarely take because I have a lot of citrus, and I think I have enough vitamin C, but these days we have more vitamin C. I have this one that I always have because sometimes we can need a little bit of it. So I have this vitamin C, and yesterday I took 3 times 2 cups of that. And even before sleeping, I slept like a baby. I went to pee only once and drink a glass of water, and I went back and I slept. I slept more than 10 hours last night. I could not read a book. I was falling asleep. I think my body needed that. Like yesterday, midday, I did a meditation, connecting with a friend in France who is doing a meditation every day at the same hour at 7 o'clock p.m. He's doing a meditation for the people he knows and for the planet. So I joined with him in consciousness, in my mind, in my heart, and I did the meditation with him, and I fell asleep. And I wake up from it because I put the timer, like 40 minutes, and I switch off the phone, and after I slept like again 1 hour. When I am like that, my body needs to repair, so I need to sleep. So I do it. I have nothing else to do these days. Oh yes, I have a lot to do, but I can really, really enjoy that. So the other thing I take, so vitamin C, I took twice, 2 cups, 3 times a day. And it's 1 milligram by serving, so it's a lot. And I was wondering how my body will react. I can tell you, I feel amazing today. I don't have the little scratch I had in my length anymore. So I thought a lot about that. I will tell you after. I'm going to finish the remedy I take. So when I have the flu with me, when I travel, this is what I have. When I travel, I have oregano oil and I have some homeopathic remedy. It's the only thing I have. So in my homeopathic remedy, I always have, that's something you know, oscillococcinum. Oscillococcinum for flu, cold. Me, I take when I feel something that is rare, but I always have that with me. And it works, for me it works very well. Because also I've been raised with homeopathy, so it's something that is speaking very well, going very well with my body. And after I have these. So this, it's a long story. Many years ago in France, we had a remedy that was called Céphile. That was, for me, one of the best things when you have headache that I rarely have. But I had a friend who had terrible headache, and he was taking that, and half hour after it was done, with just 2 pills, like 2 tablets, you know. This Céphile was costing like $3, nothing. The composition is, part of the composition is this, because like by chance, one day Céphile was not in pharmacy anymore. And we wait, and it was not coming. And finally, after 2 years, I contacted Boiron, the laboratory. They answered to me. And I said, I don't understand why Céphile is not there anymore. They told me, oh, because we missed one of the components. I said, okay. This was like, you know, very simple explanation to don't go deeper. So I said, but I would love to know, can I have the component of the remedy? Because maybe I can take the different tablets together. And they gave it to me. They gave me the one that is possible to find, so I have 6 components. Normally, that they mix with aspirin. I don't have the aspirin, but I have these, and these are working very well. So in these, usually it's 4 CH, but as I don't find 4, I have also in 5. When I will go in France, I take them, I have my small reserve. So in this, you have this Spigella anthelmia. Yesterday, I looked in my old homeopathic dictionary of the property of all the components, and it's really interesting. So you can check online. There is belladonna, that usually is for fever. I don't have fever, but as it's part of the component, I don't dissociate them because maybe they bind together or they help to bind together. I just have the one they don't have, supposedly. Coffee cruda, that is really good to relax, to release, to when people are nervous. Iris versicolor, it's part of that. Nux vomica, very good also when you have nausea. And the one I spoke yesterday about, gelsemium, that is jasmine, that is to face difficulties, to have strength and, you know, like optimism to face things that are not easy to face when the body is, you know, under some little invasion. So this, I take 2 little things, 2 little tablets of this together, 2 of each. Under my tongue, I let them. And I take this also 3 times a day. Yesterday, as I had this thing scratching and coughing a little, and I had my nose really running, I took 5 times. I took morning, middle of the day, and the evening before sleeping, but also middle of morning, middle of afternoon. This is what I use. I don't say that is good for everyone. People want to know how I do. This is what I do. I don't tell you take that. This is up to you to try. These are not dangerous. You have to take care with the essential oil of oregano because it's very powerful, very strong, and it cannot be taken with certain medication or certain condition. You really have to take care about that. Me, I'm used to take care of myself and to know, I know a little bit what works for my body. So when I have a kind of aggression, a situation that is difficult, like a cold or a flu, and this virus maybe, it's not like a flu for sure, but it's only what I have. So I use what I have. And I must say that this morning, I don't have the scratch anymore and my nose is much less running. And I'm gonna continue for 3 days. And after 3 days, I'm gonna feel how, if I have to continue or not. But I cannot know now. I will know only when because I give to myself the 3 days. So I give to my body full power to do what he has to do with the support I can give to him. And I will see how this evolves. The fact is that I slept very well. I feel really good. I feel like with more light. I don't have the scratch anymore. And I think, and also when I was doing the inhalation with the water and 1 drop of oregano, it takes like 15 minutes for the water to evaporate from this little thing. You can have a bowl, it's the same. This is great because it's steam all the time, but if you don't, you can do this above